questions for Robbie?
Yeah.
Can you play some music?
Well, you know what? I don't really have any songs that I know how to play. I only play like what I'm doing right at the moment, and I'm pretty much an accompanist, so I don't like have a solo song that I could just sit down and play for you. You know, if I play, I mean, oh well, I could just show you a couple of arrangement things, but I can't even get through the song. I could play like if you know, the nearness of you or something like that, it's a simple song, right? Okay, so you could arrange, but that's the song and that's the chords. But you can, right? You can do a lot with it. You can do this one. Anyway, I never get to the end, so I know that much of that song. I have a really cool lick. Everybody likes this lick, okay? And I'm not going to tell you how it works either. Okay, you ready? Here it goes like this. You ready? And then you can go. And you can do that all the way up and down the keyboard. It's incredibly hard to play. As you can see, I didn't even get to the third one. It's a really awkward thing to play.
We should film you playing that.
That's a good question because I just changed. But for years, I've had a Clavinova P500 Yamaha. To me, it's the best feeling keyboard I've ever had. And I just bought a couple of Yamaha motifs. I have two studios. I got one in Canada and one in the States. We live half and half there. And it's cooler because it's got some cool sounds in it. But that P500's got a really great acoustic piano right in it. Not anymore. I used to have 3 6-foot-tall racks loaded with MIDI gear. I'm down to one that's about this high, and I hardly ever use it. And everything else is in a couple of Windows computers. They're all soft synths. I got Lounge Lizard for electric piano. I got Contact, for I used to use 8 760s, Roland 760 samplers. And I had a huge library for that. I got it all converted into Contact. It plays better. It sounds better in there. So it's all gone to soft synth. I use Atmosphere, Stylus, and Trilogy. Right? Well, not Stylus, RMX now. I've got RMX. Those are all very cool synths. Really cool. They're all out by Spectrasonics. But yeah, so it's getting smaller and smaller. It's coming down to just getting stacks of computers. Because one computer can't handle that many synths, basically. You can only get about 128 voices out of one computer. So, yeah.
Anybody else?
So, with the more people are using like MIDI drums now, more just like quantized drums, and that kind of like hurts the studio drummer a little bit, wouldn't you say?
Yeah,
What's your
sure
opinion
has.
on that?
Well, it's just the way it is. I think that the way that a drummer can counteract that is nobody can play drums as well as a drummer. So a drummer should become a good programmer. And I know a couple of drummers that are really good drummers, and they're great programmers. They're unbelievable. Because they really, and we sit there, we go for a hi-hat. We're going, we're sitting there on F sharp playing a hi-hat. And, a drummer is playing it all at once. Right? They play it on a MIDI kit, and it goes in there, and they've got the feel, they've got the dynamics. We don't have anywhere near the dynamics that a drummer has. It's like a drummer, or like somebody that doesn't play keyboards playing piano. They don't have the touch depending on the record, that doesn't matter. But, you know, for anything musical, it does.
So in most pop music, like when you look at the CD jacket, I know it has a producer as playing all these instruments. It's usually like MIDI.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. They're not like sitting down at a drum kit, if that's what you mean. If they're a keyboard player, they're... Oh, well, no. If electric guitar is pretty hard to do outside of a real guitar. That's the one thing that I always hire a guy for. I use a guy named Mike Thompson. Does anybody know Michael Thompson? No? Do you all read record credits a lot, or? That's important. It's important to read those credits because you really see who's doing what, and you'll identify with what you do well and what they do well, and be able to follow what they do, you know, to see where they came from a little bit, you know. It gives you a lot of insight about what you're doing.
What are your desert island records?
Desert Island, what does that mean? Like records that I like that didn't happen? Is
No,
that...
the 5 records you would take with you, you only had 5 to take.
Oh, to a desert. I see. Okay.
Production, you know, just write records that are just great produced records.
Yeah. God, that's a tough question. I have so many records that I like. I mean, it would be a mixture of records. That would be one album that would be a jazz record, be a Bill Evans record, I'm sure.
Which one?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's not a record that he's ever made that I didn't like.
Yeah.
I don't have it. I don't.
Probably a Beatles record, maybe?
Oh, absolutely. Would it have to be the best? Oh, well, I'll tell you what was a great record is that the Beatles' Naked. Have you heard that record? That's a really cool record. This is all those famous Beatles songs, well, there's about 15 of them, without all the overdubs on them.
Right.
It's amazing because they are, you know, the standard of maybe the best band that ever lived, aren't they?
I think so.
You know, I can't imagine. There's not anybody that really approaches them. It's just amazing what they accomplished, and to hear them, you know, play "Let It Be" or you know, "Get Back," all those kind of songs. I mean, man, and they just do it, and there's no overdubs on them. And Billy Preston, by the way, was their keyboard player, who now plays with Eric Clapton live. He's a great keyboard player. It's fantastic.
He spent a lot of time playing with the Stones too, Billy did.
Did he?
Oh yeah.
Really? I thought it was Nicky Hopkins. So it was after he died then.
Nick after Nicky.
Oh, okay.
Billy's kind of the guy all around. He was in the Grammys a couple weeks ago. He was
Yeah.
playing with somebody, I forget who.
That's right, yeah. Well, he's an amazing player. Yeah, amazing.
Any other questions for Robbie? I think Robbie's going to stick around for senior seminar, and we're going to stay in this room, so if you want to hang out, you're welcome to. But thanks, Robbie.
All right. Thank you.